Good morning. It is 6:08 here on this Friday morning, and Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sean McAday is live in Lake City for the Minnesota Governor's Fishing Opener.
There's a lot going on there right now. Let's send it over to Sean. Sean, what's all going to be happening this weekend?
Thanks, Ryan and Annalise. We got a lot going on this weekend. There's boat rides, there's boat tours, of course, people are fishing, and who better to speak to that than here, Brian Nerbonne. Brian is the Regional Fisheries Manager here in Southeast Minnesota for the Department of Natural Resources. So, Brian, what is the fishery like here? I mean, what kind of fish are we looking at in Lake City, and what does this represent for the state of Minnesota?
Well, here in Lake City, we've got a phenomenal fishery on the Mississippi River and in Lake Pepin. And what's interesting about fishing on a river is that you've got a lot of different species here. You've got walleye, you've got bass, you've got pike, the fish that people often think of, but you've also got all these interesting species like lake sturgeon and freshwater drum and red horse and buffalo. You never know what you're going to catch when you fish on the river.
Have you been fishing here in Lake Pepin?
Yeah, I've fished on Lake Pepin several times, and it always is interesting. We target walleye a lot of times when we come out here, but we might catch a catfish, we might catch a white bass. You never know.
So it's a great time. So what does it mean for Lake City and really the state as a whole, fishing, the industry, recreationally? I mean, what does that bring to folks across the state and especially here this weekend?
Well, I'm really excited to have the opportunity for Lake City to showcase this great fishery here in Lake Pepin because it is a phenomenal one right now. Actually, the populations of fish out there that we monitor here in DNR, we've seen some of the highest numbers in our nets that we've had in decades right now. So fishing is going to be great out there. I think people are going to find that it's going to be a really good time. So I'm excited for Lake City to be able to see that. But also, I think just statewide, this is a big deal for Minnesota. Culturally, fishing's in our blood here in this state, and so we're going to have hundreds of thousands of anglers out on the water on Saturday, and it's a great time for people to get out there and get out of their houses and start enjoying the great outdoors. And it's literally a $4.5 to $5 billion industry in Minnesota.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, thanks. All right, guys, coming up, what else is good for if you want to catch some fish? You want changes in the air pressure, and that could happen this afternoon here in Lake City as there's a small chance for a thunderstorm. I'll talk about when that'll be coming up.